It is an irony if Tim DeChristopher goes to jail, and yet the president of BP and Don Blankenship, who has destroyed an entire mountain range illegally and gets away with 67,000 violations by his own admissions and kills 29 miners, that he can walk free with $190 million in compensation, which is what he's received for his criminal activities over the past decade. Certainly people who are advocating for democracy in this country, are advocating against the corporate takeover of American democracy, have cause to feel fearful and discouraged on many fronts. But I think that you have to first of all, you have to be true to yourself. You can't, let the externalities of life frustrate or break or destroy you. You have to be true to yourself and your own principles. And I have to wake up every day and look myself in the mirror and say, I did everything I could today to make sure that my children have an America that gives them the same opportunities for democracy, the same guarantees of their rights, the same chances for dignity and enrichment and prosperity and good health as the America that my parents gave me. But, Thomas Jefferson said that every generation must fertilize the tree of liberty with the blood of patriots. And I think that, every generation we have to fight for our democracy. They didn't just give us our democracy and say, okay, now go sit in front of a flat screen TV and, relax because you've got it forever. We have to fight for it every generation. And a lot of times we come close to losing it, and that's where we are today. And creating or orchestrating large-scale social changes like changing direction of giant supertanker. If you look at how the tugboats do that in harbors, sometimes they'll have 8 or 9 or 10 tugboats hitting the bow of that supertanker again and again and again. And for half an hour or 45 minutes or an hour, it doesn't seem like they're having any impact. But suddenly it will start to turn just perceptibly, and then it will turn quickly. And then you hit a tipping point and it flips around very fast. And our job as advocates is really to prepare fertile ground for that tipping point to occur, and then change with the faith that then you'll see a cascade of change. You're seeing 1 billion people who can't get clean water on the planet. So the kind of cataclysmic suffering that really is almost beyond human imagination or human experience is already happening because of environmental change. We've got hundreds of millions of environmental refugees on this planet now. People in the United States don't feel the impacts of that, but people in the rest of the world do. And more that tide of human misery is going to begin lapping at the shores of our democracy. And American democracy, which is supposed to be the template for the global system of humane and dignified government, is going to find itself fighting for its life as these external threats that are created by environmental destruction impede and hinder our sense of national security.